It's Ash from Super Videos, back for another video for Fear the Walking Dead. This is going to be my trailer breakdown for Season 5, Episode 10, 210 words per minute. So if you haven't watched my reaction to the last episode, the mid-season premiere, go check it out. A link will drop on the top right where you can click and watch my reaction. But with that, let's jump right into this trailer breakdown. So first shot we have is this shot of just a couple walkers inside this building. Now I think, based on what we see throughout the trailer, most likely Morgan and Grace find their way into this building. They're held out at this building and they have to fight off a couple of walkers. So I think the person behind the door that we see straight ahead, that's probably Grace and Morgan trying to get inside. It also seems like Dwight is with them for a portion and then they get separated. But I think Dwight is also with them at this point when they're about to get into this building, which is, I think, a mall of some sort. So then we have this shot of someone behind the glass door. Now that's Dwight's hammer, and I think that's Dwight. And we will see in a later shot that he does break the glass and get inside. Then we have this shot, which I think is the outside of that same exact building or that mall. Morgan is talking to Dwight. Morgan said, "We're not doing careful, we're doing right." So what's probably happening at this point is Dwight is questioning Morgan's plan and most likely saying something along the lines of, "That's not safe." And Morgan is just telling him that, we're not doing careful, we're doing the right thing. Then we get another shot, which is the one that I just mentioned. Someone breaks the glass, most likely Dwight, and it's the same exact building, I think. And they basically kill the walker and most likely get into the building from there. Then we have this shot of Dwight at gunpoint. Now, I don't know who the person is. It's probably not Logan. I think it's probably another character that we will see later on. He might be in Logan's group, but I don't think he's Logan himself. But he has Dwight at gunpoint. That's going to be interesting to see, what led to this point. And I don't even know how this falls in terms of the previous stuff. Like, do they go to that building and then Dwight is captured, or is Dwight captured before that? But in the voiceover, Dwight is heard saying, "Look, whatever you came for, you're not gonna find." Just trying to plead his case, and the guy knocks him out. So of course, like you see here, doesn't look like this is Logan. We will see another shot that might actually help us see who this character is. But Dwight does get knocked over. He falls to the ground here and he will most likely be captured. Now we will revisit Dwight getting captured later on in this trailer, but that's pretty much it for this shot. He just tried to talk to the person and say we have nothing, but he gets knocked out and most likely captured. Now we don't know who else is with him. From the looks of it, it seems like he's by himself, what we don't know for sure. Then we have this shot of Daniel Salazar and Skidmark the cat. Daniel says, "You should get back to the car. We need to keep moving." Then we have this shot of, I think, Tess, who we saw in the last episode, just telling everyone to get back into their car because, like Daniel said, they need to keep moving. Most likely Daniel is going to go clear out the building and make sure there's no danger before they head out. Then we have this shot of Grace getting knocked over, and it seems like she's really weak, so she is definitely starting to get a lot of symptoms and she might not have a lot of time left, but we do see her throughout this trailer fighting alongside Morgan. So I think she's not dying right here. I just think that they're gonna show her slowly becoming sicker and sicker and weaker until they kill her off at some point if they decide to do that. But Morgan says, "Hey Grace," and then "Stay with us." Morgan is just trying to encourage Grace to, fight a little longer. Then we have this shot of this guy. Now, I think this is the same exact guy that knocked out Dwight. So I think it's the exact same guy. And we do see Dwight attacking him, but he seems to be burning something. Not sure if that's a note that he found that belongs to Dwight, which belongs to Sherry, or if this is a different type of note, but he's burning it for whatever reason. And Dwight is seen here. He's looking down and then he runs towards this guy to attack him. The guy pulls out the gun and says, "Not a good idea." But he still burns the note that he was just looking at. Again, we don't know what the note is, if it belongs to Sherry or if it's something entirely different. But also, we don't know if this guy is from Logan's group or if this is part of a new group. Most likely he's from Logan's group because I don't think they will introduce a new group when Logan is still around. Then we have this shot of some walkers trying to get in. The glass is cracking and it actually does break during the last few seconds of this shot. And then we have Morgan here in the voiceover saying we got another problem to deal with as he's talking to Grace, and that's when both of them get up and they basically run away. I think this is probably the same exact mall that they got into that we saw earlier in this trailer. Then we have this shot of Grace and Morgan fighting off a couple walkers. Again, they're inside some sort of mall. Then another shot of Morgan fighting some walkers and some more shots. And then we have this pretty cool shot of Grace on an escalator. She is shooting off the walkers. Then we have this shot, so most likely when she gets up there would probably be some walkers that still get on. So Morgan and Grace are trying to make sure none of the other ones get up there and maybe barricade the escalator so that none of the other ones can actually get up there. Then we have this shot of Morgan. It seems like he is using a remote control car to distract the walkers. That's probably what he's holding, the remote control. And we will see why I say that just in a few seconds. But not exactly sure why they're held up in this mall and why they don't leave. Is it because there's walkers around? Is there herd around? Or is it because there's a human threat out there? If there's a human threat out there, it could kind of potentially connect to Dwight's story and how he gets captured. But then we have this shot, like I said before, there's a remote control car, there's something attached to it, Morgan is moving it around, trying to make some noise to distract the walkers. That's where the trailer ends. I'm interested to see what they're gonna do in the next episode. I am glad that they're not doing the documentary style anymore because I just couldn't handle it in the last episode. I thought that they could have done a lot of things other than that and it would have been a lot better. The style that they had, the format, just didn't work for me. And it's definitely a preference thing because there could have been lots of people that enjoyed that. But that's basically the trailer breakdown. Hope you guys enjoyed. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.